Yo, homies, as always, thank you guys so much for clicking on the video. Look, I just want to let you guys know, always aspire to be better than you was yesterday. Every day is a new day. You can progressively just always keep getting better. As always, homies, we back with the foolishness. Now, look, here's the thing, guys. You guys know what I want. I want to hear from you guys in the comment section. How you guys doing today, homies? But look, before we jump into anything else, I want you guys to know, this, look on the screen, Sekiro is freaking amazing. I played it over on stream just a few minutes ago and it's freaking fantastic. One of the most beautiful games I've ever played. There is a giveaway going on for it right now. Link is in the description. Go ahead and click that, and I'm going to be coming with my videos for it, so I hope you guys are excited. So let's go ahead and jump into the topic of today. Okay, so look, here's the thing. This is why I feel endgame won't happen in Warframe in its current state, right? Now you guys know me, I'm that guy that's always bugging DE like,
who is it?
hey DE, hey, it's LifeOfRio again. I just want to borrow some sugar and a little bit of endgame if you got it.
We ain't got nothing.
You know, they never have sugar or endgame. So that's the thing is with me, right? Now, let's go into a couple different points, and I want to hear from you guys in the comment section, people. So look, here's what I got for you today, right? As players, basically the people who's been playing this game for a very long time, we created our own endgame.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yes, we did. We created our own endgame, and we turned it into something that a lot of players truly love.
I don't like it.
No one's talking to you right now. We're trying to make a point, right? So with all of that being said and all of that given, since we created our own endgame on what we wanted the difficulty to be, we basically put the blueprint out there for the developers, for the people who are making a game, to the point to where they don't have to work as hard. They're basically thinking to themselves like, oh, Steve, what could we do for this endgame? We just don't know. We're so drained. And we're like, wait, look. We already put the blueprint there. Just give us what we've already been doing. Like, start the enemies off at like level 100, level 120, so we don't have to wait all those hours to actually get to that point. Oh, we just don't know what the players want. No, this is what we want. No, they're not saying anything, Steve. No, you're not listening. You're not listening, okay? So look, the thing about it is that we created our own thing. And what I've noticed is that Warframe has went in so many different angles around what we actually want, and basically they gave us so many different things. They gave us Onslaught, which good God needs to be revisited again. That could have been it, but I've noticed the pattern. Every single endgame thing that we've actually received has actually been nerfed down. It could be a level 100, but it's not an actual real level 100. It's like a weaker foundation of a real level 100. So they scale down the enemy's damage so that a lot of people can actually keep up and do it. What I've noticed in the game is that there needs to be some separation. There needs to be players that can do this, and there needs to be players that can't do this. But in the current state of Warframe kind of designs everything based on level 30 enemies. This is just what I'm telling you guys, the facts, right? You guys know me. Level 30 enemies is the design structure for Warframe, for when they test things, when they put things out, for everything that we have in the game currently right now, right? So level 30 enemies is this base testing. The next thing is 20-minute runs are the absolute high levels of where they put the stretch on how things are supposed to go. So when you put the formula together of having those things and you see the foundation with the testing, there's no way of actually creating endgame off of the casual blueprint. But wait, we gotta take a step back, right? We gotta take a step back because I'm just speaking from my perspective of what we know in Warframe, right? We gotta take a step back and you gotta ask the question,
what does endgame mean to you?
well, that's the question. What is endgame, right? Is endgame bosses? I remember somebody said something dumb before. It was endgame's farming everything. First off, don't ever say that again, right? So the thing is endgame going to be incredibly tough bosses? It could be, it really could, but you got to really think about it. Do Warframe really create crazy tough bosses with sequences to actually go through and make you feel fully rewarded at the end of the day with something that's not too easy and not going to get one-shotted and go all the way through? You got to think to yourself, right? What is endgame to you, the guy who's listening right now? Endgame could actually be hordes of enemies at really high level to where you and your team have to do high-end gameplay synergy type tactics for you to actually make it through in those crazy scenarios with the crazy good rewards that you felt or you feel like you should have earned by actually getting through something like that and getting to a certain point, right? Kind of like Dynasty Warriors. This game's a horde shooter at the end of the day, so a lot of people still expect that high level enemies from survival, so that's there. So if you wanted to have endgame in Warframe, everybody's different and you shouldn't be pointed out as a bad guy just because you want something different. But is it going to be bosses? Is it going to be high level survivals? What it is for you, that endgame that really gives you that feel of accomplishment? If there's that one guy that says farming, for the love of God. Alrighty then, now that we got those out the way, everybody's mind is ticking, everybody's coming up with these ideas, right? My problem, you know, just a little bit of El Problemo, you know, is with contiento. That's Spanish for content. Shout out to all the Spanish people who's gonna get mad at that. Look, here's the thing. The formula is my issue. That's my issue right there. I feel like the formula has been the same for the past 6 years, and the formula hasn't changed, and the formula seems to be the only thing that's bringing the endgame content down. It's watered down. You ever had chicken with just salt? Bad, okay? Not saying I had it. But look, I'm just telling you right now, the endgame content will not flourish in the game, and you guys know how much I want it, and I want us to have the endgame content, right? It won't flourish in the game because it's based off of the same watered down formula off of enemies who are just level 30 or just based on the 20-minute formula. Now, the thing is, if they really wanted to do endgame, I feel like the content should be separated, right? At the end of the day, we all know the number one thing that we're going to need is rewards. Oh, god dang. From the mountaintops, we yelling rewards. So the rewards have to be great. I think they're doing a little bit better with rewards nowadays. But the thing is, the rewards have to be great. If it's going to be your toughest level of content out there, the rewards would have to be fantastic, right? Now, here's my problem. Like I said, the formula, right? What do you mean the formula, Rio? Yeah, yada, yada, yada. The formula is what brings it down. Now, you can't really structure the game properly on just the Scott casual bite-sized formula. And it showed in every single content that we've gotten. The formula always hurts the content, right? So how do you change this formula? Well, either you create our own planet, you give us our own game mode. Now, the problem for me, and this is where it's shown with Warframe's track record, dun, 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 is going to be, when it comes to game modes, they don't really give us good game modes to actually come back to, right? And the invincibility in between enemies kind of really dictates on how they view difficulty, right? So having invincibility periods or invincibility phases through enemies seems to be how Warframe dictates difficulty in their minds, but that's not how. The other thing that you also got to think about is enemy AI, enemy awareness for tougher level content. It can't be structured in a very smart, articulate way unless you're going to make it a horde shooter. Now, Warframe's way with their AI intelligence is only horde shooter because they're dumb. Very dumb. Them Grineers, you ever seen them run in a circle? Trust me, they're doing it a lot, right? So the way how Warframe's AI is set up, it's set up only for a horde shooter type of gameplay. So since it's set that way, your main thing to actually do is going to be defense or survival. There's nothing tactical that these enemies actually come out with on the way how they survive and the way how they can do these things for you, right? Now, since you have the formula, and let's say we change the formula over in the current direction to where Warframe's going, everything seems to be stationed around the casual play. I'm not mad about it. Get your money, get your shillings. I understand where you guys are going. But at the end of the day, it's either we get a planet or we get something so unique that you have a zone. Now, my next thing is that you can give us a zone to where, you guys know, if you guys ever played Division, when you go to certain zone, you know not to go there unless your level is high. I feel like there needs to be a planet in these open worlds or something that they do that is cut off to where there needs to be a zone. It doesn't need to be at night because visibility is something that's going to be scarce. It just needs to be a zone that you go to in that locked off area. It doesn't need to be a tiny area to where there needs to be incredibly tough enemies. And when you come out of that zone, if you can make it out of that zone, what then happens is that the reward is great. The accomplishment feels fantastic, right? It needs to be to the point to where some people are like, yo, dude, I don't think we should go there, man. I didn't bring my best weapons. It needs to feel like that. And one thing that I noticed in Warframe is that they don't want a lot of players to feel like they're not able to accomplish something. That's the problem. Let them know that they suck. Let me know that I need to get better. And that's the issue. In Warframe, timestamp this, guys, please. There's more ways to survive than there is to die in Warframe. You have such a giant advantage and handicap over enemies that players aren't used to being killed in Warframe. They're not used to failing missions because every single thing that you have in the game, there's a way to always outdo the enemies in every single scenario. The enemies can barely keep up. It's a handicap. We're literally punking them all the way through. Like, they're just there for like just shooting target. They don't even know. Like, they know they're not gonna win. That's why Vor finishes his speech while you kill him. His speech is already done. You know, you kill Vor on the ground and he's still talking. Oh, the Yanisky is just Vor, you're dead. And he's like, man, all this handicap. If it wasn't a handicap, I'll actually be good. That's the problem with the game to me right there. And that's just how I feel about it, you know? And I feel like we're not going to get endgame no time soon until that formula is changed. So I would love to hear you guys' feedback. Thank you guys so much for listening to my foolishness. And for all the people out there that's like, LifeOfRio, if you were to structure your videos just a little bit more without the clownishness and just be a little bit more serious, I would actually like you a lot more. Not really trying to have you like me. I just upload YouTube videos for fun and just be stupid on the internet. That's kind of like my thing. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I appreciate you for stopping by and actually watching the video. I love you. Hug the person closest to you. Cringe. Look, at the end of the day, thank you guys so much. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to give the video a thumbs up. Look, Sekiro is freaking amazing. Make sure you guys get in for the freaking giveaway. Much love to you guys. Thank you so much for everything. You guys are freaking fantastic. Take care, guys, and I want to hear from you guys in the comment section. Follow me over there on Twitter. Links is in the description. Thank you guys for being awesome. So he could live. I said, what? I was scared to speak. I'm looking at the chat and they're like,
That's exactly why I don't watch Dragon Ball Z, because it's so much male energy.
I said, what? Oh my God. Okay, honestly, there's some people that don't deserve a platform because you're freaking stupid. You're dumb. But I didn't. Shut up. I'm sorry. It was just so freaking stupid. Who says that? How did you go from
Men abuse their parents. They abuse their mothers.
and then you make a state quote with
Look at Dragon Ball Z. Look at Goku. Look at Goku. Look where we go.
he was a kid. He didn't. You know what? There's no explanation needed. I'm just sorry. I just had to tell you guys the story. It was just kind of dumb. I'm just, man, wow. Okay, I'm over there on Twitch, guys. You know where to find me. And on Twitter, I talk to all of you guys on Twitter. If you ever want to reach me or get in contact, I just want to be cool with me, that's where you guys meet me. That's where the homies are at. All right, thank you.